We are back, and as you can see, the outer ring is being produced. Obviously, there's going to be more rings as time goes by, time after time, but we are here. So how this is going to work is, until I get it all properly sorted, is the outer layer of lasers will not be being touched. There will be, basic defences, and we'll get more stuff going. So we need another layer of missile, another layer of energy, and we need another layer of everything. We just need to, of course, get to that stage. So what I've also done is, as you can see here, dropped the amount of energy things we have going on here, because we don't really need them. We just need to make sure that the energy is doing energy things. So the energy is going to be pushed out into a single line of traffic. That'll be done on all of the areas. So this will sort out a lot of stuff we no longer need, as you can see. This area here is now all sorted, and once that is of course sorted, we can get more resources. Again, in this situation, every piece of resource is needed and accounted. We do not at any point want these resources to be wasted, because the enemy can take them, we can take them, we need everything. So we are taking as much as we can, as quickly as we can. Once wave 100 rolls around, which weirdly enough won't be too much longer, we will actually be in trouble. Because wave 100 is where we get waves of multiple thousands coming from 3 or 4 different directions. So stuff like this up here needs to be expanded. These areas need to be pushed. More resources, more time, more effort, more energy. So I'm going to, as you can see, this expansion here probably covers about a third. Push it even further. So the 2 inner layers are going to be almost entirely lock-on missiles, because I need lock-on missiles to be here. Outside of that, I don't know about the 3rd layer. It depends how fast I can expand. In reality, what I'd like to do is have the mortar missile launchers. They are, of course, a lot more closer range, but they fire 4 area damage missiles, which of course hit quite close. They're good for destroying large waves of enemies. Right now, I obviously am using lock-ons, which destroy 1 to 2 targets. But what I really, really need is crowd control. We, in fact, do not have, currently, crowd control. We also do not have a finished 2nd ring. But again, resources are more important than defense, because my defenses are currently still holding. For how long? Probably not for too much longer, but they are still holding. So we are going to just fully make sure they do that. And with that, our slow but sure descent into an iron fortress of death and devastation is at hand. Whether it will last any longer is, of course, again, a different situation. But with this going on, it should hopefully give us what we need. And what do we need? Pure, unadulterated devastation. I'm poor, but there we are. So let's get this party murder starting. With the growth, as you can see, this entire area here probably covers about 40%, 50% about here. That's a large area of defense. We're also pushing out more of the energy further and further out, as you can see. There's going to be a few, what I'm going to call wastes of resource by building defensive positions, but of course they are needed. But the more we push the energy out here, obviously the better things are. But I still need energy flowing around to grab all the resources. So we're getting there. We're getting plus 55. We're getting a lot. We just need to make sure that lot stays a lot. And that's the big one. Because we're always going to be running out of resources, and we really don't want to. We also want to put a lot more of the energy links around the place. The enemy doesn't always target them. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But again, we need better visuals. The further out we can see, the better it will be for me. And right now, we can't really see as far as we'd like. Because you see this is the visual range. This is our combat range. Significantly 358. 582. These two aren't connected. Just a sec. What is that? Why aren't these two connected? 285. Wait a minute. Are you connected 6350? 3200? Okay, I'm actually cancelled the entire central. I'm beginning to wonder if it's entirely connected. 900, okay. You're now 6350. You're now 63. Okay, it's all connected. So the visual range needs to be expanded. Of course, we can keep on doing that with these to there. Again, we're always going to cancel the outer layer because there is an entire layer of energy outside. We kind of need to not explode. But yeah, see, the range is quite close. We need to be able to push out and see further than we can see. And what we can see is way too close. But again, we also need all the resources. We need every single resource. There's no hint of hesitation there. If we can expand, we will expand. We're going to be attacking north, we're taking south. The entirety of south. We need everything down there which can and will be ours. So if we can take it, we will take it. So expect the entire area next to my base to be completely and totally devoid of resources. So I'm just let this go and I'll catch you in a second. The entire southern mining operation, as you can see, is going really well. We have a lot of mining going on over here. We've got expansions pushing over to here. There's a huge one going on over to here. We just have as much resource as we possibly could go and grab going on. But as you can see, I'm not expecting this to last. There's not be that many in the way of defences. There's not be that much in the way of anything else. But we have a lot of resources coming in. The outer circle is nearly complete. In fact, I should be able to complete it before that wave up north hits me. Let's find out. Okay, initial impact. They're starting to send out the mites. Obviously, these guys are not really important. In fact, I think it's called, like, what are they called? Shuttles? Kenner shuttles? Yes, they're not powerful. But of course, because they're so fast, most lasers have trouble targeting them, which is why I have an outer layer of missiles and stuff hitting them. Also why I've had to put a few lasers over here, because otherwise they get in. And boop, like that. So a few extra lasers over there. The southern mining operation is massively extended. And as you can see, despite the fact we've got all these defences, we are still taking a few hits. When you're on the slower speed, sometimes the lasers don't target fast enough. It's an annoyance, but this game is a lot old, so you know, 50-50. But we have growth going on. We obviously have a lot of resources going on, as you can see. We are, oh come on, right in the mining. We are about to have our mining system shut down. So it's time to go a different direction, because there's always other directions. When one gets shut down, we simply go somewhere else. The mining will never truly be stopped. Although that's stopped. Why is that stopped? Because the energy wasn't getting there. Okay, good. Okay, keep on pushing, keep on crushing. I believe in us. In fact, we're moving this laser over to here, see if we can stop them from destroying this section. Maybe. Okay, I'm just starting the steps of turning the inner missiles into actual cruisers. Because we obviously have a few issues on both sides now. I'd like some of them to be solved. So we get a few more Eagle Cruiser turrets missiles in. We actually have the first of the 3 rings of the lasers are now connected. So that's cool. Let's put another couple more of these over here just to make sure. So yeah, the inner ring is complete. The secondary ring is getting there. We're running a little bit low on supplies because of course I just turned a load of missile launch into next tier. That's about 300 to 400 energy. Yeah, 300 credits just got spent. But we're holding. We just have to hope these guys don't make contact first, because obviously those guys are evil. So actually do that to there. Cancel you. Can I get the missile to actually hit, the laser to actually hit them? Yes, just. Although again, we might lose this area, so let's seal that off. Yeah, let's generally start sealing that off. Seal that area off there, because that's got some energy. This area here, we might transfer the... we're going to transfer the energy here to over there. And just use it for this level of mining. That way it's not going to be wasted. There we go. Let's get rid of it all. Mining's ongoing. There'll be a few potential losses, but should be okay. The north remembers. The north is on second wave of assault. We are holding nicely. The east will be problematic. But we are there, so it's fine. There we go. I don't care if these get destroyed. It's only like 2 credits for a loss. I can sell them for a credit. That's not much, really, is it? A credit. Let's bring you back in. This area here is still being mined. This area here is still great. This area over here is now active mining position. There we are. So this is now my primary mining system until the enemy comes here and ruins my life as well. They do that, you know. Okay, they're firing regular missiles. These missiles are going on. Some of these are already rearming. Great. Yeah, we are losing a little bit on the edge, but it's fine. And we should be able to hold out up here. Kind of. We've got a few lasers. external laser wall. Yeah, we should be good to go. Let's finish this up. So I'm just finishing up this area over here, as you can see. I've nearly completed the entire outer ring of lasers. Then it's been significantly more expensive. Oh, just can't quite fit. Just can't quite fit. That's actually annoying. You think people care? I kind of care. It's a little bit off. But yeah, the new mining operation, as you can see, is currently being bothered. Always the way. So they're over here causing issues. This over here is being a bit defended. I might be able to carry on using this. I'm thinking pushing north will be my new route. So this area is going to be sealed off and ignored. But the laser area is now complete. But again, a few casual issues. Which is a problem. Because I don't want casual issues. But here we are having casual issues. But yeah, the outer layer is mostly complete now. Couple of minor things here and there, it's fine. But yeah, we're good to go. There we are. So we'll turn this into the main combat laser. Should still be able to reach. Yep, there we are. And that will start destroying things. We obviously want the laser to be more in the centre than anywhere else. Because a central laser, of course, is significantly better. Actually, is this connected? 3300. This isn't connected to anything. Oh yeah, see, right. Okay. But yeah, we want this to be in the centre because then obviously it powers up a lot faster than the edge, as you can see here. It goes red immediately. We just need to make sure it works. Now, we're about to probably lose a lot of our edgy mining stuff, but we should be okay. We should hopefully be okay. Like I said, the central area is being completed. We have a third of the energy generators to go. We have a few issues over there. Actually, let's do that. Let's clear some of these out. Or not. Yeah, too many of those. We've got missiles coming in, which is good. We have a lot of missiles going out, which is even better. Oh, we just have a few slight problems. My biggest one will be running out of energy very soon. I'm below my 500 cutoff. I like having 500 credits just in case. And right now we have a lot less. Let's just build one there and there. If this area can survive for longer, that'd be great. So obviously there's going to be a few issues, but I'd like for it to still be there. There we are. You two over there. More mining, more operations. This area may be gone, but that area is still ongoing. Great. There we are. You're going for that one, aren't you? Yeah, okay, build you there. A waste of resources, but if they last and hold the enemy back a little bit longer, that's fine. Okay, redirect to you for now. You're needed. Oh my god. This area is going to be going, hitting that mining system. Okay, we're fine. We're also going to change these missiles to randomise the target, because they're all going for the same guy. If they're randomised, they'll hit anything. So the missiles should be more spread out. See that? A lot more spread out missiles now. There we are. Hitting multiple targets. That's much better. That's what I want to see. Multiple targets killed. That's much better. Big attack in the north. Guess we're not going north. Cool. This is why I want to get things done before Wave 50. Wave 50 is the annoying everywhere phase. After that, they start becoming bigger, more annoying everywhere phases. Wave 100 is a problem. Wave 50 is an interesting one. We are already having trouble. We're already struggling. Let's put you there. How are these touched? They aren't. Okay, good. We'll start expanding from this one then. We'll go this way. If all these are having issues, I'll go in a direction. Yeah, we're having a few. If they survive, they survive. They don't. Losses aren't too important. Losses aren't too important. Okay, keep going. How are you doing? Switch targets over here. Let's try to clear some of this off. Let's destroy all the important ones. There we are. Of course, we do have the external defensive line, and we have some resources coming in. Of course, we need to expand it more, but we do have some resources coming in. There we go. Do that. That'll help out. This over here is getting lesser. Oh, there's just pieces of resources and old mining positions all over the place. Let's cancel you for a second and bring you into here. Like that. Have some mining going on over here because it's kind of close to our defensive line. Switch to you for the murder. We are still losing bits over there. That's fine. There we are. Okay, good. We should be okay. We're still expanding. We still have some resources. We should be okay. I'm proud of us, kind of. Just bits of the base are still dying. Just bits. Just bits are going away. Things are definitely starting to heat up. Sections of my base are being devoured, of course. We have other bits which are still quite active. Resource gathering will be extended to there. So as you can see, we are still pushing out. Yeah, some left in there. So we're going to be pushing out as much as I can in every direction. Of course, I'd like to be pushing this way, but this way has fire. It has 2 solid waves hitting it. The northeast has many waves hitting it. So we're pushing down south, which means, of course, south is where the next big attack will be. Well, we are getting exceedingly close to completing. Now, of course, we also have resources being gathered in the northwest, I'd say. It's happening, but it's there. I'm also extending the whole where we get the resources from. So as you can see, we do this, we do that. It pushes the resources out while they give you all the energy in one place. But again, we need to gather as much of this as possible. Because, yeah, the enemy is literally everywhere. Now, we should be able to hold out at all these positions. The problem is always going to be how much resources we actually get. And that's a bigger one. Because obviously every time we lose a section, even though it's going to be cheap-ish, it's still resources lost. We need to pay for the lost earnings. Like, majorly pay for the lost earnings. And these lost earnings are taking longer and longer to get, as you can tell by how far I have to go to grab the resources. Now, of course, I can do a few other things, but yeah, the further I have to go, the more vulnerable these positions are going to be. And that, of course, is not the most acceptable. Not the most acceptable at all. And that's, of course, another issue. Okay, how are we doing? This is cleared this area out a fair bit. Redirector over here. We are still losing edge pieces. We are still very much losing edge pieces. But we're holding. Now, the next attack is probably going to come from the south, because that's how these things work. It calculates where you're the most vulnerable, as far as I can tell. It just hits you from it. It can also be absolutely random, and I'm just guessing. But, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful I can figure this stuff out. But like I say, the more of this I can do, the better. Let's also open up this here. There we are. And that'll push more resources this way as well. And there we are. More resources, the merrier. Okay, we've got this is going for there, so we have to build a defensive position here, annoyingly. These are all going here, that should hold that off. Yeah, okay, that's done there, do that, sell this, move up to there, pushing all the resources that way, good. That's still holding there. This area is now problems. But again, the more resources we can grab, the better. Now, of course, we don't have the most resources currently. Because, I'd like to get a couple of thousand in. But we are doing significantly better. A lot of resources down south. A lot of resources over here we can also grab. We just need the enemy to not be here. And sadly right now, they are here. Sell all of these, there we go. So every single resource we've got is now going out. There we are. We've got like 2 here, a few over here. There we are. Perfect. More resources, more awesome. We have yet to lose anything. We don't really know where the next wave's going to come from. But whichever way it is, we will have resources coming into our pockets. In quite large numbers too. That's fine, that's mostly fine. This area here we can of course grab next. Another waste of a defensive position there. Where's the enemy coming from? South, north, west, or all three? We already know where it's going to be. All three is definitely high on the list. But the more resources we grab, the better. Come on, keep killing. Go to there, there, there. Then we push back over to here. And that will solve a few more issues. But we still don't know where the enemy is. And that's, again, going to cost us. Probably quite dearly. We genuinely need to know. Where are you? Where are you, evil demons? Switch to you. Finish them off. There we go. Kill, 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 kill. I think with that, this area is now... Okay, it's the south. So this big massive line here is now an issue. That's fine. We can seal it off. This area over here is also an issue, but we can also seal that off. But yeah, looks like we have some areas of defence being done, some areas of defence not being done. We have plenty of resources. I think we are good to go for now. Of course, like I say, a couple of areas are going to have to be sealed off, but that's just the cost of business. And the cost of business is going to cost them a lot of lives. Yeah, defensive line is being held. We can hold this. Let's get this going. Because I think it's time to finish the outer circle.